Hi again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Silo Rebel Baseball back on the air, and we are back again in another state championship game. The Rebels' 10th straight Class 2A state finals coming up here this afternoon as they take on the Oktaha Tigers in this much-awaited rematch. The showdown in Shawnee after last fall's dramatic 2-1 win by the Rebels to claim the Class A fall state championship at Bricktown Ballpark on that walk-off seventh inning home run by Kyler Proctor. Glad you're along with us today. This audio broadcast only here on SiloRebels.tv. I'm Kevin Farr from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee as it's once again Silo and Oktaha. Round two for the 2021-22 school year. As the teams meeting for the state championship, they've been ranked number 1 and number 2 in Class 2A the entire season. And they will meet here, the last two standing in the Class 2A field. Glad you're along with us today as a good crowd on hand, and we are getting set for the start of this one. Want to go back and tell you about the game last fall when the two teams met in the state finals at Bricktown Ballpark. It was a 1-1 pitcher's duel between Connor Proctor and Jake Blackwell, who the same two pitchers meeting here this afternoon. A 1-1 duel into the seventh inning. Proctor ended up his final pitch of the game, his final allowed pitch. He struck out the Oktaha batter with two runners on in the seventh to keep the game tied into the bottom of the seventh. Proctor was done on pitches, but then in the bottom of the seventh inning, the Rebels broke the 1-1 tie on a one-out walk-off bomb by Proctor over the left field wall as they ended up winning it 2-1 to claim the fall state title. Rebels bidding for their 5th consecutive spring championship here this afternoon against Oktaha, and they're making their 10th straight trip to the state finals. Rebels have won 14 Class 2A state tournament games in a row coming into today's action. Oktaha, meanwhile, they are having an outstanding season for Coach Kevin Rodden as expected, and they will send their ace to the mound in Jake Blackwell once again here today to try to knock off the Rebels and claim their first spring state title. They've won a couple in the fall, but never in the spring campaign. As the teams being introduced now, the lineups for this afternoon's contest. Oktaha on the season come in with a 30-7 overall record for Coach Kevin Rodden, the former Southeastern Savage and assistant for Coach Mike Matheny at the school before moving into the high school ranks, and he's the head coach of the Oktaha Tigers. They knocked off Latta 9-3 and Dale 6-2 in their first two games of the state tournament to advance to this contest. Ranked second in the state. Silo, meanwhile, they rolled to a 5-0 shutout win over Calera in the opener and then defeated Cashion 13-1 in the semifinals yesterday. The Rebels, they have rode a sensational pitching staff all season to a 29-0 record. They have only allowed more than 2 runs twice in 29 games this year. Just 2 games they have allowed more than 2 runs. That a win over Class B state champion Roth 11-8, and then the season opener back in Florida when they knocked off the New York Poly Prep team from Brooklyn, New York, 16-15 in that shootout. The only 2 games they've allowed more than 2 runs this season for the Rebel pitching staff. They'll send ace Kyler Proctor to the mound today. He has not allowed a run this season. And we'll take a look at his numbers as we continue on. And for Oktaha, it's going to be ace Jake Blackwell, the lefty. getting the start for the Tigers. As we look at the lineups first for the Oktaha Tigers, they will lead off with Gabe Hamilton, the shortstop, bats first. Then batting second will be Maddox Edwards, and he plays left field. Hitting third will be the designated hitter and the freshman Darren Ledford. Batting fourth and playing third base is Tyler Allen. Hitting fifth is going to be Mason Ledford, the first baseman. Batting sixth and playing second base, Hunter Dearman. Batting seventh is going to be Tucker Christian, the catcher. Hitting eighth in the order, Kipton Christian. He is playing right field. And in the ninth position is going to be James Wilson, and he plays center field. For the Rebels, it's going to be a familiar lineup. Connor Proctor leading off. And he will be doing the pitching. Connor Cordell bats second in left field. Hitting third is Easton Ford, the first baseman. Batting cleanup at third base, Delton Roberts. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Sawyer Reddick. Batting sixth, catching Josh Trout. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Carter Parker. Hitting eighth at second base, Charlie Gardner. And batting ninth, Mason Urbany, the right fielder. So we pause for the national anthem. And the national anthem concludes here at Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee on the campus of Shawnee High School. And we are just about set here as we get set for the first pitch of today's action. And taking his warm-up tosses is the southpaw Jake Blackwell for Oktaha. In that meeting in the fall championship game, Blackwell, he worked 6 in the third innings, allowed 2 runs on 9 hits, struck out 9, and walked 1, and gave up the one big home run to Kyler Proctor in the 7th that proved to be the game winner. He makes the start, the ace on the staff for Oktaha here today. Defensively for the Tigers, it's Allen at third, Hamilton at shortstop, Dearman at second. Mason Ledford is the first baseman. Edwards in left, Wilson in center, Kip Christian in right. And then the battery, Tucker Christian behind the plate, Blackwell on the mound. And the Rebels going to be the visiting team, and they will lead off with Connor Proctor. Proctor, the junior Oklahoma State commit. Steps to the plate, batting .451 on the spring season with a sensational .636 on base percentage. He has been walked 36 times, was walked a couple more yesterday. 36 walks in 108 plate appearances. Proctor 7 doubles, a triple, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs. And here's the first pitch from Blackwell, and Proctor watches it for strike 1. We are underway here at Ed Skelton Field for this Class 2A state championship game. Blackwell's next offering, and it misses low. 1-1 the count. Here's the next pitch from the lefty. It's upstairs for ball 2. Blackwell tried to work Proctor in most of the time in that fall championship game, and then Proctor burned him as he backed off the plate about half a foot and was able to hit the home run. As that pitch in the dirt, 3-1. Here's the next offering from Blackwell, swung on, and it's going to be pop foul off the right side by Proctor. Count goes full. Rebels looking for the first base runner of the game. Blackwell has his sign. The pitch home, up and away for ball 4, and there's another walk to Kyler Proctor. 37th of the season. As people have pitched around him most of the year. But he has burned him on the base paths. 31 stolen bases this spring. We'll see if they elect to try to steal on Blackwell. Here's the first pitch to Connor Cordell. It's upstairs for a ball. Cordell, the team leading hitter for the spring, batting at .514. He leads the team in RBIs with 40. 8 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs on the season, batting behind Proctor. And there's the next one upstairs for ball 2. Blackwell, pretty good control most of the time, but has come out a little bit shaky with the leadoff walk to Proctor, and now 2-0 to Cordell. See if he's taken on 2-0. Proctor jumping around at first base, and the pitch is in there for a strike called. Proctor 31 out of 33 on stolen base attempts for the season in 29 games. Here's the pitch home. Cordell squares, pulls back, and takes a ball. 3-1 the count. Now they're going to appeal, see if he was able to pull back, and they say it's 3-1 as Cordell got the bat back. Three and one. We'll see if Proctor's on the move here. The pitch, and it's high and away for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. The Rebels have 2 on with nobody out, and Easton Ford comes to the plate. Ford has upped his average after the slow start, 500 on the season, 12 doubles, 6 home runs, 39 RBIs. He has battled back and forth with Cordell for the RBI lead all season long. First pitch to Easton, swung on. It's hit in the air to left. This one's going deep to left, over the left fielder's head, off the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes Cordell headed to the plate. 2 runs are in. The throw gets away into the dugout. And Ford heads on down to third base and will score on the play. No, the officials are going to talk about this as the umpires talk about it, as the throw from the outfield skied into the Rebel dugout after the 2-run double off the left field wall by Easton Ford. And they're going to give him home on the 2-base throwing error from the outfield. Ford scores. The Rebels lead it immediately 3-0 here in the state finals, bidding for their 5th straight 2A state championship, and Coach Kevin Rodden is hot. Ford delivers the 2-run double on the first pitch from Blackwell. So Ford will score on the air. The throwing error by Hamilton's sailed into the silo dugout, the third base dugout. The Rebels immediately lead 3-0 here. Back-to-back walks and then a ringing double off the bat of Easton Ford, and he retakes the RBI lead for the season with that 2-run double. 41 on the season. Now the first base umpire is into it with Coach Rodden in front of the first base dugout. It's a heated argument over there. They're still arguing over whether Ford should be given home on the error. As the argument still goes on, all three umpires are over there talking to Rodden. Now the discussion is over as the umpires retake their positions. Silo immediately with the 3-0 lead, and the Rebels have only allowed more than 2 runs twice all season. That coming to Roth and then Poly Prep of Brooklyn, New York. 27 other times they've held opponents to 2 runs or less. Here's the pitch to Delton Roberts, and it's swung on and fouled back. Here's the pitch upstairs to Roberts. It's 1-1. Here's the next one to Delton. Swung on, and it's hit back up the middle for a single ground ball, single up the middle. Roberts came in hitting at 494, and he's got a single up the middle with nobody out. Second straight hit for the Rebels. Silo brings Sawyer Reddick to the plate. 3 in with Roberts at first, nobody out. Sawyer Reddick batting at .375. Having a great spring for the junior designated hitter. He's got 3 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 28 RBIs. As the Rebels had a discussion there with Coach Billy Jack Bowen. Here's the look at first. Pitch from Blackwell, swung on by Reddick and skied high, shallow left field. Back is the shortstop. He doesn't see it. It's going to fall. Lost it up in the high sky. No clouds. And Reddick gets a bloop single into left as the shortstop. Hamilton never saw that one. Everything going right for the Rebels thus far. They've got 2 on with nobody out. Josh Trout coming to the plate, and there's time called as Coach Rodden is going to go to the mound and talk to his senior lefty. The first 5 Rebels have all reached base against Blackwell here. So the catcher, Josh Trout, coming to the plate in a definite bunting situation. As 5 straight Silo batters reach. The Rebels have won 14 state tournament games in a row in the spring, bidding for their 15th straight in this quest for a 5-peat. Tigers in at the corners. Ready to go here to Trout. He's going to square and bunt. Gets the bunt down. Fielded by Blackwell. Goes to first. Gets the out there on the sacrifice. First out of the inning, but both runners move into scoring position. As the Rebels execute the sacrifice bunt. Roberts moves up to third. Reddick at second. Big spot now for the junior Carter Parker, who had the sensational complete game pitching performance in the state opener when he struck out 14 and going the distance on a 3-hit shutout. Parker batting at .276. Here's the pitch, and it's high from Blackwell. Carter, 4 doubles, a home run, 11 RBIs on the year. The pitch home, and it's inside for ball 2. Blackwell was spot on in the fall championship game as he was all right around the strike zone. Now he's erratic here in this state title game in the spring to start with, as that one inside for ball 3. Parker probably has a take on here, and he will watch that pitch for a strike called. Nope, actually, they're going to say, no, yeah, they had a strike called. I was going to say Parker headed to first base. The umpire pointed that way, but there was the strike call. So it's 3-1 the count. Tigers back on in the middle infield, going to surrender a run on a ground ball as Parker's going to swing and pull this one foul. 3 runs in to right off the bat here for Silo. Blackwell has his sign. Here's the payoff pitch, swung on. It's hit on the right side, fielded by the second baseman to his left. Gets the out at first, but that's going to score a run. Roberts scores on the ground out by Parker, and the Rebels lead it 4-0. Nice play by Dearman to keep that one from going to the outfield, but the Rebels pick up the run. The next batter is Charlie Gardner, the sophomore second baseman, and he watches a strike. Charlie has split time over there with Colby Smith throughout the season, and there's a swing and miss. 281 the average for Gardner. Couple of doubles, 5 RBIs. 0-2 the count. Next delivery from Blackwell, breaking ball, and that one just misses off the outside corner. Tried the backdoor curve. Here's the next pitch from Blackwell, swung on and chopped foul off the right side. Scoreboard not working there in center field, but the Rebels with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Blackwell, and it's going to be fouled off as Gardner stays alive. 1-2 the count. Here's the next pitch to Charlie, and that one just foul off the right side as he snuck it past Ledford, the first baseman, but just to the right of the bag. Already 28 pitches for Blackwell here in the first. Ready to go. Here comes number 29, Blackwell, and it's going to be fouled off and out of play. The Rebels have made him work here in the opening inning. Going to be the 30th pitch of the frame here for Jake Blackwell. And that one's fouled off. Gardner staying alive. Blackwell only threw 102 pitches in the fall championship game, going all the way. Still 1-2. The next pitch to Gardner, and it's in there for strike three called. Gardner goes down looking to end the frame, but not before the Rebels strike for 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a man left in the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Silo 4, Oktaha coming to bat when we come back. Going to the bottom of the first inning, the Rebels are going to send junior ace Kyler Proctor to the mound. Proctor on the season has been dazzling, making his 6th start of the year. He has a 5-0 season record, 3 saves on the year. With a 5-0 record, 32 innings pitched. He has not allowed a run this season on 14 hits, struck out 55 and walked 15. Obviously a 0 earned run average in 32 innings pitched. In the fall championship game, Proctor ended up allowing 1 run on 5 hits to the Tigers, struck out 9 and walked 4. And picked up the pitching win after his dramatic walk-off home run in the 7th. Defensively for the Rebels, it's Delton Roberts at third, Carter Parker at short, Charlie Gardner gets the start at second, Easton Ford at first base. Around the outfield, Connor Cordell in left, Xander Marshall in center, Mason Urbany in right, and the battery is Josh Trout behind the plate with Proctor on the mound. Here's the first pitch from Kyler, and it's swung on and fouled off by Hamilton. This one is hit in the right field side down the line, and it is out of here. Opposite field home run by Hamilton into the trees beyond the right field wall as he went the other way. Third pitch of the game. Hamilton goes deep. That's the first run that Proctor has allowed this season. As Hamilton went the other way with the fastball and lines it out of here to cut the lead to 4-1. Next batter is going to be Maddox Edwards for the Tigers. Proctor delivers upstairs for a ball. Here's the next one, and Proctor's delivery is outside. 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike call. Edwards was the transfer from Central Salisaw in the fall, and he'll swing and miss on this one. The sophomore. Count evens at 2-2. Here's the next delivery, and it's outside. Count goes full. So Oktaha has answered the 4th spot by the Rebels in the top of the inning with a run here. And Edwards is going to foul that pitch off. Count stays 3-2. Next one from Proctor upstairs for ball 4. He walked him. The payoff pitch was high, and So Oktaha has answered with the first two batters for the Tigers reaching base. After the first 5 Rebels got on. Proctor already at 10 pitches here with nobody out. At the plate is Darren Ledford, the freshman designated hitter. Big left-handed hitter at the plate. He squares, pulls back, and takes the ball high. Rebels have everybody available pitching-wise besides Carter Parker here today. Tigers have burnt a couple of arms. Allen and Edwards unavailable. And there's a swing and miss by Ledford. Proctor took something off that one. Count now 1-1. 4-1 Silo here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch, another swing and miss. I think that was a changeup once again, and Ledford swung through it. Count now 1-2. Here's the next one, and Ledford's going to foul that one off the left side. Edwards, the runner at first. Here's the pitch home, and high and away for a ball. Proctor rocks and fires. Swing and miss. He got him with the changeup again. As Ledford out in front goes down swinging. There's one gone here in the bottom of the first. Tyler Allen, the next batter. The junior third baseman. Proctor delivers, and it's a breaking ball for a strike. As Allen watches all the way. Here's the next one, swung on, hit in the air to center, back over to his right a couple steps is Xander Marshall, and going to make the catch. There's 2 gone. On the fly out to Marshall in center. Allen is retired. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Mason Ledford. 2 down in the inning. Breaking ball outside. Missed on that one. Next pitch from Proctor, and it's low and away. Edwards still over there at first base. Next one is high for ball 3. Proctor still trying to get dialed in. He's up over 20 pitches here in the first. And that one misses up and away for ball 4. Walks Ledford on 4 straight. That's going to bring Hunter Dearman to the plate. One run in for the Tigers. They've got the tying run at the plate in Dearman, the junior second baseman. As Proctor takes a visit with his catcher, Josh Trout. Here's the next pitch, and it's upstairs. The look at second by Proctor. Pitch home. It's a breaking ball called strike. Still trying to rein in that fastball. Proctor's been a bit erratic. His off-speed stuff has worked pretty well. And here's the next one. Hit high in the air. Popped up to right field. Over Urbany toward the gap. And he's under it and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Tigers are retired in the bottom of the first inning. They get a run on the solo home run, but that's it. We head to the second. Silo leading 4-1 here in this Class 2A state championship game from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. Heading to the second inning here at Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. I'm Kevin Farr, along with you for this audio-only broadcast of the Class 2A state championship game. Rebels bidding for their fifth straight 2A title. Up 4-1 after one inning of play. See the scoreboard there in center field. It has shorted out. They're working on to get that fixed, but Silo with a 4-1 lead. And Mason Urbany, the 9-hole hitter at the plate, he watches the first pitch in there for a strike called from Jake Blackwell. Rebels hit 8 in the first to score those 4 runs, and this pitch is high for a ball. Blackwell, 32 pitches through 1 inning. Here's the next one from the lefty, and it misses on the corner. Blackwell has his sign. The next one swung on and fouled. Back to the screen by Urbany. Count evens at 2-2. Here's the next one, and it swung on and missed. Breaking ball in the dirt. Urbany headed to first base, but the catcher out. Christian fields that and throws him out at first for out number 1. That brings Proctor back to the plate. He drew a walk his first time and ended up scoring the first run of the game. His 37th walk of the spring season. That's got to lead the state or be close. And he'll watch a breaking ball low. Here's the next one to Proctor. Swung on, and he'll pull that one foul into the Rebel dugout. Proctor just an unbelievable 636 on base percentage coming into today's action thanks to those plethora of walks in the leadoff spot. Next pitch from Blackwell, swung on. Ground ball, chopper to third. Fielded by Allen. The throw over in time to get Proctor on that hard shot to third over there at the hot corner. Connor Cordell steps to the plate with 2 outs. And he will foul the first pitch off. After 32 pitches in the first, Blackwell has got the first 2 outs on 8 here in the second. And that one's in the dirt. Count even to 1-1 to Connor Cordell, the junior left fielder. And there's a breaking ball that misses inside. Now I think, Oktaha questioning the count. It's 2-1. Here's the next one, swung on and fouled straight back. Count even at 2-2. Next offering from Blackwell, swung on and missed. As he gets Cordell out swinging on that one. Rebels retired in order in the second. Blackwell up to 45 pitches for the game. And we go to the bottom of 2. Rebels leading 4-1. Ready to go here in the second inning. 7, 8, 9 batters due up for Oktaha. It's Tucker Christian, and he watches the first pitch strike from Proctor. Second pitch was a strike as well. Here's the next one, and it's upstairs. 1-2. Here's Proctor's next one. Swing and miss. Christian goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the second inning. Next batter up, swing and miss on that breaking ball. As it is Kip Christian at the plate. Now time is called. So we get the scoreboard adjusted here, and the scoreboard short-circuiting there in center field. And swing and a foul. 0-2. Proctor quickly ahead here in this second. Silo leading 4-1. The 0-2 pitch, and it's upstairs, and check swing, and they say he did not go, but Christian is sprinting to first base. Just in case they say he would have went. The ball got off the glove of catcher Josh Trout, so Rebels got a little bit of a break there on the no strike call. Here's the next one from Proctor, breaking ball, and it's just off the outside corner. Close there. Next one, and it's upstairs. 3-2. Proctor, payoff pitch, and it's called strike 3 as he gets Christian looking for the second out. Second straight strikeout here in the second inning. 2 down. That's going to bring James Wilson to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch from Proctor to Wilson is high for a ball. Here comes the next one, and it outside. 2-0. Next pitch from Proctor is down Main Street for a strike as Wilson takes that one. Rock and fire, and the next one swung on, hit in the air to right. Urbany coming in a couple steps and going to make the catch. And the Tigers are retired in order in the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. So after a wild opening frame, things settle down. Both teams going in order in the second inning. We go to the third. Silo leading 4-1. Back with more coming up from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. On to the third inning here from Shawnee. That's Class 2A state championship contest. Easton Ford to lead it off, and Ford had the huge two-run double in the first inning that put the Rebels on the board. Face Blackwell for the second time, and the pitch is a breaking ball called strike. Ford jumped on the first pitch fastball, his opening at bat. Here's the next one, swung on, and it is skied to center. Over is Wilson to his left, and he's got this one for out number 1. James Wilson in center makes the catch. Delta Roberts, the next batter. And he'll swing on this one. Lofted toward left. This one may fall and will in front of the left fielder. Roberts around first. He will stop there with a single. As the first pitch swinging, he just pulled that one. Lofted that breaking pitch into left. And Roberts has his second hit of the game. Next batter, Sawyer Reddick. Runner at first with 1 out, and Reddick watches this one low. Sawyer batting .375 for the spring season, and a breaking pitch is a strike called. The 1-1 delivery from Blackwell, another breaking ball for a strike called. 1-2 the count. The look at first, pitch home, fastball swung on, grounded back up the middle, fielded there by the shortstop. And Hamilton will field it, step on the bag, and on to first for the double play. Not quite hard enough hit to get it by. Hamilton able to make the grab, step on the bag, and go to first for the double play to end the inning and retire the Rebels. Six to 3 on the double play, and that ends the inning. No runs a hit, nobody left. Moving on to the bottom of the third inning. And it'll be the top of the Oktaha order back to the plate. When we come back. Both these teams definitely battle-tested this season. And it's Hamilton at the plate. He had the home run, opposite field shot for the lone Oktaha run. Swings on the first pitch again. He's going to pull this one foul down the left field side. Went the other way with the fastball his first time up, but he pulls the off-speed foul out in front there. Here's Proctor's next pitch, and it's a strike called on the outside corner. Hamilton, a senior, and he'll swing on this one. Pop it up, right side of the infield. Ford calling everybody off, and tough play as it got caught up there in that high sky again and almost missed it, but he's able to come down with it. On the high pop-up. That brings Maddox Edwards to the plate with 1 out. And he'll watch the first pitch for a strike. Proctor's next pitch, fastball, and it's low to even the count at 1-1. Next delivery is a breaking ball, and that one misses away. The 2-1 pitch, and right there for strike two. Proctor paints the outside corner, and it's even. The next delivery, it's outside. Count goes full. Maddox drew a full count walk his first time up. The payoff pitch swung on, chopped left side. Coming in is Roberts, and going to make the grab and the throw in time. Got the nice hop there as Roberts charging in from third makes the play. 2 down. That brings Ledford to the plate. Darren Ledford, and first pitch to him, swung on and fouled back, and it's going to get out of play. Proctor got him swinging on a changeup the first time. In fact, it was back-to-back changeups to Ledford. Here's the next pitch, and it's off speed, and Ledford swings and misses. It's quickly 0-2 count to the freshman. Proctor's next pitch, upstairs. Tried to get him to chase one up and out of the zone. Kyler rocks and fires, and this one is, Trout thought it was strike 3, but apparently called inside. Trout started to head off the field. Just missed the inside corner. The next 2-2 swung on, grounded right side. Over is Gardner. Going to field this one cleanly and toss it to Ford at first for the out to end the inning. Gardner to Ford to end the frame. Tigers go in order in the third. Both pitchers right on about the same pace as Proctor now 53 pitches through 3 innings and Blackwell at 52. Heading to the 4th inning, but the Rebels lead 4-1. Moving on here to the top of the 4th inning. It's going to be Josh Trout to lead it off, facing Blackwell. And he will swing on the first pitch, line it to left, but right at the left fielder, Edwards. Trout hit that one well, but lines it right at the left fielder for out number 1. Parker, the next batter. And he will take a strike. Next pitch from Blackwell misses for a ball. Evens the count. Here's the next one from the lefty, pulled down the left field line, and it's fair into the corner. Parker around first, headed for second. He's rounding second, going to stop there as Coach Bowen puts up the stop sign as Carter Parker with the big double down in the left field corner, right down the line with 1 out. A big double from Carter Parker and Charlie Gardner coming to the plate. Parker's 5th double of the season comes with 1 out here in the 4th inning. Gardner going to line this one into right for a hit. Here goes Parker around third. They're going to hold him there as quickly over to field. That one was the right fielder, Christian. And the Rebels have runners at the corners. Gardner found a hole on the right side and lines a single. And a big spot now here for Mason Urbany. This is where Coach Bowen loves to squeeze if he decides to do so. With Urbany at the plate, he squares and bunts, and it's fouled. Backing out of play. Rebels love to squeeze in this situation, but Urbany fouls it off. Urbany, the lone senior on the squad. Down talking to Coach Bowen. Proctor awaiting on deck for a shot this inning with runners on. Here's the pitch from Blackwell. Swung on. It's a ground ball to third. They're coming home. The tag and out at the plate. Urbany puts it in play, but hits the ground ball to third, and Parker had no chance as he is thrown out trying to score on the contact play. So fielder's choice. Allen fields it cleanly, goes to Christian for the out. Proctor steps to the plate. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 4th. Big opportunity to help his cause here. Proctor watches that one high for a ball. The pitch from Blackwell, and it's low. Pickoff attempt at first base. Urbany diving back in safely. Rebels definitely don't want to make an error on the base paths here with Proctor at the plate. And a chance to do more damage. The count 2-0. Here's Blackwell's pitch swung on, and this one is hit high in the air. Left side in foul ground, racing over is Edwards, and he's going to run out of room as this one is going to drop harmlessly there. Proctor got under that one a little bit. Blackwell checks second. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's in the dirt. 3-1. They do have a opening here. They could be careful with Proctor. Gardner, the runner, at second. Urbany at first. Having played the pull, and he's going to go the other way and foul it out of play. Well, Proctor tried to beat the shift that time as swung late. He's got all kinds of room on the right side of the field in the outfield. The center fielder is in the left center gap. The right fielder playing over in the right center gap, and there is all kinds of green grass out there. Here's the pitch, swung on, lined up the middle for a hit, into center field. Gardner around third, he will score. Proctor headed into second base, and the Rebels tack on a run. It's 5-1. They went right at Proctor on the 3-2 pitch, and he delivered again. Proctor has been the Tiger nemesis, and he delivers the big single up the middle and goes to second on the throw home. Now Cordell steps to the plate. Connor with a big opportunity here. He's got a chance to retake the RBI lead. That Easton Ford grabbed earlier in this game. Here's the pitch to Cordell. It's a breaking ball for a strike. Rebels leading 5-1. Chance to tack on 2 more big runs here. Swung on and, chopped up the middle, and Blackwell gets his glove out there to keep that one from going to center field and snags it. Throws to first for the out. And Cordell had that one headed up the middle, which would have undoubtedly scored 2, but Blackwell snags it to end the inning. Rebels pick up a big run on 3 hits and leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Silo now up 5-1. We've reached the midway point of this Class 2A state championship game, and Silo leading 5-1 over Oktaha. The Rebels in quest of their 5th consecutive Class 2A state championship. Thus far, the Rebels 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Oktaha 1 run on 1 hit and has committed 1 error. Connor Proctor back out there as he has thrown 53 pitches through 3 innings. But limited the Tigers to the 1 hit, that on the solo home run by Hamilton to lead off the contest. 4, 5, and 6 batters due up for the Tigers here in the 4th. Tyler Allen will start things for Oktaha, and he will watch the first pitch for a strike called from Proctor. Glad you're along with us for this audio broadcast here on SidleRebels.tv. Audio only due to OSSA regulations. As that one from Proctor's low for a ball. Here comes the 1-1 to Allen. Swung on. It's chopped toward the middle. Over and unable to make the play. Gardner tried to go to his right and make the stab as it got back up the middle for a hit, as it was a chopper. And Oktaha has the leadoff batter aboard. Second hit of the game for the Tigers. On the single there by Allen. Brings up Mason Ledford to the plate. And he will watch the first pitch for a strike called. Pickoff try at first base, but back in safely was Allen. Ledford drew a walk his first time up. Here's Proctor's pitch, and it's outside. Evens it up at 1-1. No outs with a runner on here in the 4th. The next one way outside on that one from Proctor. Connor hasn't had quite the same control he had the last time the Rebels were here back a couple weeks ago when they shut out Shawnee 8-0 as a strike is called. The junior, he was just unbelievable that game. Finished with double-digit strikeouts and I believe 13 strikeouts against Shawnee in the shutout win, as this one is fouled back. Count 2-2 to Ledford. Rebels won that game here at Shawnee 8-0 to close out the regular season. Or actually, not quite. They did have a game against Kingston after that and won that one 4-2. Redskins played in the game immediately before this one and finished as Class 3A state runner-ups as the pitch was high. Full count now to Ledford. Here's a toss over and back in safely is Allen at first base. Here's the payoff pitch swung on. It's hit high in the air. Left field over is Cordell in the gap and going to make the catch. As that one just hung up out there, and Cordell's able to get over and make the catch in the left center gap. Connor Cordell with the grab, and there is one out. A lot of room out there in the gaps here at Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. Brings up Hunter Dearman for Oktaha. Pitch to Dearman, and it's on the outside corner for a strike call. Here's the next one outside. Nice block by Trout, as that one was in the dirt. And a strike called. Moves the count to 1-2. Proctor's next pitch, and it's way outside. Evens the count. Proctor rocks and fires. Swing and miss. He got Dearman swinging for the second out of the inning. Got him on the fastball there. Proctor's fourth strikeout of the contest. And Tucker Christian will be the next batter. That one's outside on the first offering to Christian. 1-0 the count. Runner still at first after that leadoff single by Ledford, as Christian will foul that one off. Rebels tacked on a run to the lead in the top half of this inning. Swing and miss on the high fastball. One-two count from Proctor. Breaking ball and just missed the outside corner as Trout thought that was strike three, and umpire shakes his head no. Just missed on that one. Count out 2-2. Here's Proctor's next delivery. It's upstairs. The count goes full with 2 outs, and that's going to allow Ledford a running start at first base. Proctor's going to toss over to keep him honest there. Keep from getting too big a head start. The payoff pitch, swing and miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Proctor, and he's fired up as he finishes it off with the 5th strikeout of the game to close the 4th. For the Tigers, no runs, a hit, and a man left. We go to the 5th. Silo up 5-1 here in the Class 2A state championship. Rebels with a 5-1 lead heading to the 5th inning of this Class 2A state championship game, bidding for their 5th consecutive 2A state title. And they will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up to try to tack on to this 4-run advantage against Jake Blackwell. Easton Ford to lead it off for the Rebels. And Easton trying to get something started here. 1 for 2 in the contest with that double, and he'll take a breaking ball strike from Blackwell. .67 pitches for Blackwell through the first 4 innings, and that one is outside for ball 1. comes the next, and it's inside to Ford. 2-1 the count. We're in the top of the fifth inning here from Shawnee today. Blackwell fires it in there, and it's a strike called. Count evens at 2-2. And the toss to Ford is pulled down into left field. Going to roll all the way to the wall. Past the left fielder. Easton has his second double of the game to lead off here in the fifth inning. As they came back into Easton, and he pulls that one past the left fielder all the way to the wall. Two doubles for the junior first baseman, and Delton Roberts comes to the plate. Delton working a two-hit game thus far, and he will swing and miss on the breaking ball in the dirt. Delton had the green light there, but the bunt may be on now. Trying to get Ford over to third base with less than 2 outs. He squares and bunts. Good bunt and fielded there by the pitcher. The throw to first hits Roberts. Here comes Ford headed home. The throw, not in time. He slides in safe. And the Rebels add a run, 6-1. Blackwell got over to field that one, but the throw to first was errant as he was off balance, and it hits Roberts and deflects away. And before they could get there, Ford was trucking it home and able to slide in just under the tag. So the bunt works out for the Rebels again. It's now 6-1, and Sawyer Reddick comes to the plate. Roberts probably going to get a hit on that one, and then an error to score Ford as a strike called to Sawyer Reddick. Roberts over there at first. Now Reddick's going to bunt, and it's a foul ball or a strike called. I think he missed on the bunt attempt that time. Oh, 2 the count to Reddick. Silo has tacked on another run and leads 6-1. Here's a breaking ball, and it's low from Blackwell. Trying to get Reddick to chase one out of the zone. Silo has added insurance runs in the fourth and fifth after taking that 4-run lead to begin the game. Reddick's going to swing on this pitch as they had the hit and run on and foul it off as Roberts was headed towards second base. Six to 1, the Silo lead. The Rebels trying to go wire to wire for the Spring State Championship, their 5th in a row, and finish undefeated for the second time in 4 years. Here's Blackwell with the toss to first. Not in time as Roberts back in safely. Blackwell's next delivery, swing and miss by Reddick on the breaking pitch there. As Sawyer goes down swinging, and Josh Trout comes to the plate with 1 out. Easton Ford comes through with another double to ignite a score in this inning. Now we've got time called, and umpires discussing this. Now we're ready to go. 1 out with a runner at first. Rebels up 6-1 over Oktaha. Here's the pitch from Blackwell upstairs. Blackwell checks the runner. A pitch is in the dirt this time to Trout. Josh 0 for 1 officially in the contest. Had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. Here's a pickoff try at first base. It gets away into the right field side in foul ground. On the tried the back pick at first to get Roberts on the pitch outside to Trout. It was ball 3. The catcher with an errant throw, Christian, trying to pick off Roberts at first. Good play by Kip Christian, the right fielder, to get over there and hold Roberts at second. So he got over there quickly. Now a runner at second with 1 out. The 3-0 pitch to Trout, and he takes it. Had the take on there as it's a strike called. Blackwell over 80 pitches now at 83 for the game. The look at second, pitch home, swung on, and that one's fouled. Back and out of play over the grandstand here at Memorial Park. Runs the count full. Trout looking for a clutch hit to tack on another insurance run. As Seidel leads at 6-1. Here goes the runner. The pitch in the dirt. Roberts around third, and he's going to hold there. Roberts was stealing third on the pitch. Trout walks on the wild pitch that gets to the backstop, but they hold Roberts at third with 1 out. Carter Parker comes to the plate. He had a big double his last time up. With runners at first and third. Here goes Trout headed to second base. They're going to cut off the throw. Trout's going to take second. And there's 2 in scoring position now for Carter Parker. Pitch was called a strike. Rebels would love a hit here from Trout to score 2 more. The pitch from Blackwell, and that one is low. Or excuse me, a hit from Parker here. That was a chance to score 2. Rebels could get a run on a fly ball as well. Blackwell has his sign. Here comes the runner home. The squeeze is on, and Parker's going to foul it off. Roberts was coming home on the suicide squeeze. Parker got a bat on it, but fouled it off. Now Coach Bowen will take time and talk to his junior Carter Parker. They had the suicide squeeze on, and Parker fouled it off, backing out of play. Rebels worked extensively on the bunt game back on Tuesday. Probably spent a good 2 hours at practice working on the bunt game, but Parker unable to get that one down. One and two the count. Infield is now in for Oktaha. They're trying to cut this run off at the plate to hold it at a 6-1 silo lead. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes Blackwell's pitch. Parker squares again and pulls back and takes that one in the dirt. Nice job by Christian to block that. Keep it from going to the backstop. Infield in on the grass. Here's the pitch from Blackwell. Swung on. It's skied to right. Coming in is the right fielder. Christian makes the catch. The tag at third. Here comes the throw coming home. And safe at the plate is Roberts on the sacrifice fly just ahead of the tag. Parker got it just deep enough for the sacrifice fly. And it's now 7-1. Rebels have taken advantage of their opportunities here against Blackwell, who they struggled with extensively in the fall championship game when they only had one run until the 7th. Charlie Gardner at the plate now. Got a courtesy runner at third base. That's Gabe Hernandez, and Gardner swings and misses. Hernandez, the freshman, running at third base. Here's Blackwell's next pitch. Swung on by Gardner, and it's pulled foul, and it's going to get out of play off the left side. Count goes to 0-2. Silo has tacked on another. 7-1 now. Here's the pitch. Gardner, ground ball to second. Fielded there by Dearman. His throw is high, and the tag is made just before Gardner can reach the bag. And nearly an error cost the Tigers another run as Dearman's throw was high, but Ledford able to get the tag on Gardner before he reached the bag. So the ground out ends the inning for the Rebels in the fifth. 2 runs, couple hits, 2 errors, and we head to the bottom of 5. Silo 7, Oktaha 1. Back with more coming up from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. Moving on to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee. I'm Kevin Farr. This Class 2A state championship game. Audio broadcast only here on SiloRebels.tv. Glad you're along with us today. It's audio only due to OSSA regulations. And Proctor back out there. And there's a swing and miss on the first delivery of the bottom of the 5th. Kip Christian, the batter. 8-9-1 due up for the Tigers as Proctor's next one is low. Proctor was at 75 pitches coming into this inning. And there's a strike called. 120, the max you can throw in a game. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on and chopped to third. Roberts fields it clean, throw over, plenty of time. Christian is retired on the ground out. And it'll bring up James Wilson. So the Rebels, 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. 1 run, 2 hits, and 3 errors for Oktaha. And there's a breaking pitch to Wilson as a called strike. Next one from Proctor, and that just misses off the outside corner for a ball. Swing and miss on the high fastball. It's 1-2 now. Proctor, the junior ace. As the next one, strike 3 called on the outside corner as Wilson watches that one and goes down looking. 2 outs here in the 5th. Proctor picks up his 6th strikeout of the game. The Rebels, their pitching staff has just been outstanding all season, and they've returned the whole staff next year. As the first pitch here to the leadoff batter, Hamilton, is outside for a ball. Proctor rocks and fires. There's a off-speed pitch on the outside corner for a strike called. Proctor working quickly. Swing and miss on that, or swing and foul ball as Hamilton fouled that one off. And it's 1-2. Proctor's next delivery, it's outside. Here's the next one from Kyler, and just missed off the outside corner. Another one that looked pretty good, but just a little bit outside. Count goes full against Hamilton. The pitch home, swung on, grounded to short. Fielded there cleanly by Parker. The throw over, scooped out by Ford for out number 3. And that ends the Tiger 5th. Oktaha goes in order in the 5th inning. Sino takes a 7-1 lead to the 6th here in the 2A state championship game. We got a new pitcher for the Oktaha Tigers as they're going to go to the bullpen. And on to pitch is going to be Tucker Christian. Christian's going to move from catcher to pitcher. So a new hurler in for the Tigers as they pull staff ace Jake Blackwell after 5 innings. Blackwell went the distance against the Rebels in the last 3 meetings they have played. So Tucker Christian on to pitch here, the senior. Move from catcher to pitcher, and the designated hitter, Darren Ledford, will be the new catcher. the freshman behind the plate. 9-1-2 due up for the Rebels here in the sixth inning. It's Mason Urbany to start things. And then Connor Proctor will get another shot at the plate. Urbany will take a strike. So he watches the first one from Christian. So Blackwell goes 5 innings. And that pitch inside nearly hit Urbany. Ducked out of the way of it. Blackwell allowed 7 runs on 9 hits, struck out 4 and walked 3. The count 1-1. Here's Christian's next pitch, and it's inside for ball 2. Went with the breaking ball that time. Christian rocks and fires, and way upstairs for ball 3. Here's the next delivery. It's a strike call. Urbany taking all the way on the 3-1, and we're full up. Payoff pitch from Christian, swung on and fouled off the right side. Now to play by Urbany. Rocks and fires, and this one is strike 3 called on the inside corner on the breaking pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner. So he went 2 on the 3-2. Kyler Proctor back to the plate now. Proctor 1 for 2 in this contest, and he watches the first one outside for a ball. 1 for 2 in RBI, and he has scored a run. Here's the next one, and it's a called strike on a breaking ball that drops in there. Christian has the sign, and the next delivery swung on. It's lined to right. They had him played to pull. Over's the right fielder, however, and he's going to cut this off and keep Proctor to a single. Proctor has his second hit of the game as they were shifted over. Proctor pokes that one out to right field, but the right fielder able to get over there and cut it off. Kip Christian. Connor Cordell, the next batter. And he watches the pitch high for a ball. Cordell looking for his first hit of the day. 0 for 2 officially. He's walked once, and they're going to throw to first, keep Proctor close there. Kyler, 31 stolen bases on the season. Definitely a threat to run here, and there's another toss over, and he's back in easily. Next one to Cordell is popped up. Left side of the infield. Now it's moving over into foul ground. Over is the third baseman, and the catch is made, Allen. Off the pop-up from Connor Cordell. 2 down. And here comes Easton Ford. He's been the man of the hour. Couple of doubles in the game for Easton. As the junior first baseman has come through in a big way. See what he gets to hit here as it's a breaking ball in the dirt for a ball. Proctor stays at first. New catcher in now for Oktaha. That's the freshman, Ledford. And the pitch is inside. 2-0 to Easton. So snap throw to first, and Proctor diving back in safely. Rebels with a 7-1 lead over Oktaha here in the sixth. The pitch homes in the dirt to Ford. 3-0 now the count. Easton has had the green light at times this year on 3-0. We'll see if Coach Bone gives him the green light here. See if he can deliver again. And he's going to take the pitch. Thought it was a ball, but it catches the top half of the strike zone there. A little bit high. 3-1 the count. Another toss over to first. Proctor's back in. The Tigers very aware of Proctor. See if he goes here on the 3-1 pitch. Now another pickoff attempt. Proctor back in. The pitch home, it's low for ball 4. Proctor was holding. They walk forward. And here comes Delton Roberts. He's got a 3-hit game going. We're going to have a pinch runner. It's going to be a courtesy runner. Sean Weaver is going to courtesy run for Proctor at second base. The sophomore Sean Weaver on to courtesy run at second base for Proctor. Roberts at the plate, the pitch, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Proctor at 88 pitches through 5 innings. Here's the next delivery, swung on. This one's hit towards center, but it's going to hang up for the center fielder. And Wilson's going to make the catch. Roberts got under that one just a little bit. They get him out for the first time today, and that'll end the top half of the 6th inning. Rebels, no runs, a hit, 2 men left. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Silo up 7-1 over Oktaha. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2, 3, and 4 batters due up for Oktaha here in the 6th. Silo with a 6-run advantage. And Kyler Proctor, the ace, on the mound. Thus far for Proctor in the game. 5 innings pitched. He has allowed 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 6, and walked 2. That 1 run, the only run he has allowed this entire season on the solo home run by Hamilton. 88 pitches, so Proctor still 32 pitches remaining before getting into danger territory on the pitch count. Maddox Edwards will be the leadoff batter. Edwards has walked once, 0 for 1 officially in the game. Proctor tosses the first one off speed and gets Edwards to swing and miss. Came with the off-speed pitch on the first offering. Here's the next one, fastball in the dirt. Evens it up at 1-1. The junior rocks and fires, and it's another off-speed pitch for strike 2 called. Next one to Edwards, and just off the outside corner. Evens the count at 2-2. Kyler's next delivery, check swing, and they say he did not go around on the high fastball. Rebels thought they might have had him on that one. The count goes full. Leadoff batter here in the 6th, breaking ball. Swung on, grounded back up the middle, fielded on the move. Parker, throw to first is good, in time. 1 down. Slowly hit ball back up the middle. Parker had to field it on the move and is able to make the play. There's 1 out. The catcher, Darren Ledford, to the plate. Proctor's first delivery, high fastball. Up and out of the zone. Here comes the next one from Cotter, and he pulled the string on that one again. Ledford swings through it and misses. They've had Ledford's number with the changeup today. Here's another off-speed pitch that got him on the changeup again for strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Here's Proctor's next delivery. Went with the high fastball and couldn't get him to chase that one. See if that set him up for another changeup here. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, and that one's fouled off. The pitch, swing and miss. He got him on another change. That one down low. He struck him out again. They've had Ledford's number on the changeup all day long. Pitch number 100 for Proctor. There's 2 outs in the 6th. The next batter is Tyler Allen. And he will watch the first pitch inside for a ball. That one just missed. Here comes the next one, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. Proctor's off-speed pitch swung on and pulled foul off the left side. Roberts was over to field it, but just outside the bag. The count now 1-2 to Allen. The pitch from Proctor upstairs. Allen has one of the 2 Oktaha hits on the day. The count 2-2. The pitch upstairs again. Count goes full. The payoff pitch swung on, and it is lined fair down the left field line. Stays just fair as went with the off speed that time, and Allen is able to connect. Holds at held at first base as Cordell able to get over and field that one quickly. Gonna have a runner at first. A 2-out single there by Allen. Brings to the plate Mason Ledford. Pinch runner at first base. I believe that's Hayden Casey for Oktaha. And that's going to draw a visit to the mound from Coach Bowen. Two outs here in the sixth. Now, while they're out there talking, Delton Roberts is going to take a few tosses. Proctor had 106 pitches. We may see an instant replay of how the Rebels handled things in the fall championship game. They took Proctor out early in the seventh inning to preserve the rest of his pitches before he came in to finish it off. Ledford at the plate. First pitch is high. 1-0 the count. Now the batter takes time and steps out. 107 pitches for Proctor. Here comes the next one, swung on, and this one is fouled off the right side, not a play. Make it 108. Here's the 1-1 delivery, a breaking pitch, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. 1-2 now the count to Ledford. And the next one upstairs. $110 pitches for Proctor now. 2 outs here in the sixth. The next one swung on and missed for strike 3. He got him swinging on pitch 111. The Tigers leave a batter on. We head to the seventh. Sato leading 7-1. We go to the seventh inning here in the Class 2A state championship game. Sato with a 6-run lead. Connor Proctor with 111 pitches now as he just picked up his 8th strikeout of the game. 9 pitches remaining for Proctor, and we could see a duplicate of the fall when the Rebels took Proctor out early in the inning to preserve his pitches in case they had to have him for a big strikeout at the end, and he did just that, came in to get the strikeout to finish off the seventh. Well, we've got the top half of the seventh inning to go first. As Christian back out there. Tucker Christian for the Tigers. And Xander Marshall is going to hit. So Xander Marshall is going to hit for himself right here. Marshall, the junior center fielder, has had limited at-bats on the season, but he's in to face Christian now, and he swings and misses. Christian rocks and fires, and that one is in the dirt for a ball. Let's see, on the season, Xander has, this will be his 15th plate appearance. He's batting at .364. And that pitch high and away. Two on the count. We'll see if we see Delton Roberts to begin the bottom of the seventh. As that pitch is in the dirt, 3-1. The next pitch to Marshall, and it's outside for a ball. And 3-2. I guess one of those was called a strike. Payoff pitch here, swung on, and it's lofted foul down the right field line. Got it over the head of Ledford, the first baseman, but it just kept slicing foul. Marshall, the payoff pitch, swung on, and it's a ground ball to short, bobbled there, the throw, and it's just in time to get Marshall at first. As that time, the shortstop, Hamilton, able to stay with it after bobbling it initially. Josh Trout will be the next batter. We are in the top of the seventh here in the Class 2A state championship game, the Rebels' 10th state title game in a row, as he'll line the first pitch to center, right at the center fielder, Wilson, for out number 2. So Trout lines out. Carter Parker, the next batter. Parker 1 for 2 in the contest with a double. So he watches a ball in the dirt. Comes the next pitch, swung on, and it's a soft liner into the glove of Christian, who fields it for out number 3. And that'll end the top of the seventh. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. The Rebels 3 outs away from their 5th consecutive 2A state title and their 15th straight state tournament victory in the spring. It's going to be Delton Roberts on to pitch, as they are going to preserve Proctor's final 9 pitches. Roberts into a pitch as they will move Carter Parker to a third. Colby Smith is in at second for Gardner. So Proctor has 9 pitches left. The Rebels doing much like they did in the fall. They're preserving Proctor's pitches in case he has to come in and finish this off. He's got 9 pitches left. Roberts on to try to finish it off. Roberts, the junior right-hander, making his 11th appearance of the season. He has a 7-0 record. 24 2/3 innings pitched. That's allowed 6 runs, 5 earned on 11 hits, struck out 31, a walk 12, a 1.41 earned run average. He will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Oktaha here in the 7th. Roberts fires it in there, and it's a swing and miss by Dearman. He wasn't waiting on anything. Rebel crowd on its feet here as Dearman fouls that one off. It's 0-2 quickly. Roberts rocks and fires, and that pitch is way upstairs as tried to get him to chase on that 0-2. Here's Delton's next delivery. It's a breaking ball, and it stays high. 2-2. Next pitch, it's inside and hits him. So Dearman is hit on the 2-2 pitch after they had him 0-2. Tucker Christian, the next batter. Rebels would love a double play ball here. Dearman, the runner at first. The pitch to Christian. Swing and miss. Challenged him with the fastball there by Roberts. Here's the next one from Delton. It's fouled off the right side. Once again, the batter 0-2 count. Next pitch high. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's a breaking ball that stays high. Almost identical to the sequence of the first batter, Dearman. 2-2 the count here. Runner goes. Pitch is inside and tight. Throw to second and safe on the steal. And they're going to say the batter was hit by the pitch. As it was high and tight. So Tucker Christian, back-to-back hit batters to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. By Roberts on in relief. Still 3 outs to go. Coach Bowen does not want to go back to Proctor this quickly with still 3 outs remaining. Coming to the plate is Kip Christian, the 8-hole hitter for Oktaha. 8 and then 9, and then we'll be back to the top of the Oktaha order. It's a 6-run cushion for Silo here. Roberts gets things straight with his catcher, Trout. The look at second. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike call. Christian taking all the way. Roberts hadn't had any trouble getting the first 2 strikes yet to both batters in the inning. Here's the next one, and this one is a little bit high. The look at second, pitch home, and it's swung on. It's lined to right, going to drop in front of Urbany. Going to be a hit for Christian. The bases are loaded with nobody out for Oktaha. A couple of hit batters, a single, and the 9-hole hitter Wilson is at the plate. Pitch hitting for Oktaha is going to be Dylan Walden, the freshman left-hand hitter. And the pitch from Roberts is a called strike. Roberts delivers, and that one just misses off the outside corner. The junior rocks and fires, and there's a off-speed pitch called strike 2. Big spot here for the freshman Walden for Oktaha. Here's the pitch from Roberts, swung on, and it is lined late foul down the left side, not a play. Roberts' next pitch swung on. It's popped up and toward the Rebel dugout and going to get out of play. Parker gave it a look, but ran out of real estate trying to make the grab. Rebels just chasing it out here. They might go back to Proctor once they get it out. Here's the pitch. Just inside, and it's called a ball. Rebels were looking for strike 3 right there. Roberts rocks and delivers. Swing and miss. Big out right there. As he gets Walden swinging. There's one out in the 7th. And back to the top of the order. Hamilton is the batter. Gabe Hamilton coming to the plate. He had a home run his first time up. A solo blast over the right field wall. Here's the first pitch from Roberts. Breaking ball, called strike. They're loaded with one out in the 7th. Roberts delivers again. Ground ball to second. Fielded. Oh, bobbled there by Smith. Over to Proctor, and the throw to first is late. As that one deflects off Colby Smith. Looked like might be a tailor-made ground ball. And the throw from Proctor as it deflected off of Colby Smith, the sophomore. Proctor was there to field it, and his throw late to first. Just barely. A very close play at the bag at first. So it's going to be an error that allows the batter to reach. Hamilton is aboard on an error. It's going to be Maddox Edwards at the plate. 7-2 the lead. As Oktaha gets a run on the play. Roberts in relief, trying to finish this off. Oktaha has scored a run in the 7th. Here's the next pitch, and it's a breaking ball, and they're going to say it's low. To Maddox Edwards. Roberts gets his sign. Here's the 1-0, and it's a strike called down Main Street there as Edwards is taking all the way. Here's the next one, a breaking ball outside. Two one the count. One out here in the 7th. Silo leading by 5. The pitch home, swung on. It's skied in the air, over into the gap. There's Xander Marshall going to make the catch. The throw coming in. They're going to cut it and hold it there. The run scores on the sacrifice fly, but still the tying run is not to the plate. There's 2 outs. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Calculated gamble by the Rebels here as they have gone to Roberts in relief in the 7th. That's going to bring up Darren Ledford. The last hope for Oktaha. Pitch swung on, grounded, right side, fielded there. Colby Smith, throw to first. He got him in time! But they say he was off the bag. Oh, the ball came out. The ball came out on the after the throw. The throw was in time to get the runner, and it came out of the glove of Ford. So a Sato error loads the bases, and here comes Connor Proctor back in. With 2 outs, bases loaded, he will face the tying run. Ford tried to stay on the bag at first, could not, and the ball came out as well. So they're loaded with Tyler Allen coming to the plate. Coming down to the final batter once again, as it was in the fall. Allen 2 for 3 in the contest. He's got 2 singles, both coming off Proctor. And he is at the plate representing the tying run as Proctor comes back in. Parker moves over to short. Roberts to third. Proctor a chance for the win and save here. A rarity, but Proctor's got a chance to do it. He came back in relief Same situation in the almost the same situation. It was a tie game, though. It was the top of the seventh in the fall, and he got the strikeout. It was Dearman. He struck out to get out of the inning with them loaded. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Grounded. Back to Proctor. He's got it. He's going to run it to first. The Rebels win it. They're fifth in a row. The Rebels win their fifth straight title in a row. And have now won 58 straight in the spring. A 58-game winning streak for the Rebels as they go undefeated for the second time in 4 years. Silo wins it. Proctor with the win and save as he gets the final out on the comebacker to the mound. And the Rebels celebrate. Silo with its 58th straight spring victory, 15th state tournament win in a row, and the Rebels have now won their 18th state championship. 7-3, the final. Proctor did it himself as he fielded that comebacker to the mound and ran it over to first base. And the Rebels turn back Oktaha again. Proctor once again is the Tiger nemesis. The Rebels win it 7-3. The numbers just staggering. 58 straight wins in the spring, and that adds to their total now as overall Silo has now won 84 of their last 86 games overall as they went 26-2 to win the fall state championship. 84 wins in their last 86 contests. Rebels continue celebrating. We'll try to get the trophy presentation here as another dog pile and another Silo state title as they come to the fence to celebrate with the Rebel fans in attendance. A 5-peat for the Rebels in the spring, and they return everybody but one player, senior Mason Urbany, the only senior, as the Rebels bring everybody back next year for a run at 6 in a row. So as the Rebels celebrate, we'll go over the final numbers in this one. Connor Proctor ends up getting the win and save as he goes 6 1/3 innings, just as he did in this fall. A run on 3 hits. He struck out 8 and walked 2. Offensively for the Rebels, they end up as Proctor and Roberts combined to allow just 4 hits, 10 hits for the Rebel offense in the game. Delton Roberts leads the way with 3 hits in the contest. 2 doubles by Easton Ford, and he finished with 2 RBIs as he finishes for the 4th season in a row, the team leader in RBIs by 1 over Connor Cordell. Proctor ends up with 2 hits in the game also. Rebels also got a double and 2 RBIs from Carter Parker. Charlie Gardner added a hit and scored a run. And the Rebels also got a hit from Sawyer Reddick in the game. So Silo wins it again, 7-3 the final, and the Rebels are Class 2A state champs for the 5th consecutive time. They could have a chance for history at the beginning of next season. They have won 58 in a row. The state record is 66, set by Capitol Hill way back in the 60s. But the Rebels just ate off the state record for consecutive spring wins, as they will ride a 58-game spring winning streak into next spring in 2023. So it's a clean sweep for the Rebels this year. They win the fall state title over Oktaha 2-1, and the spring state title over Oktaha 7-3. And the Rebels would be the consensus favorite to win it all again next year. After wrapping up their third consecutive title overall and their fifth in a row in the spring. As the Oktaha Tigers are being introduced with their state runner-up medals. For the second consecutive season, Coach Kevin Rodden had a heck of a team again as they finish up with 30 wins against a rugged schedule this spring. But they fall to the juggernaut Silo Rebels. Once again, 7-3, the final score. Numbers for the Rebels just amazing, as I mentioned. 58 consecutive spring wins now. 15 state tournament wins in a row in the spring, with their fifth consecutive title. And Silo takes home another state title back to Bryan County. They're 18th overall. As the Tigers still being introduced, we'll stay on here for the trophy presentation for the state champion Rebels, as the state title stays at Silo. No telling what it could be had not been for the COVID cancellation 2 years ago. Rebels go undefeated for the second time in 4 years. Mason Urbany, the lone senior on the squad, he becomes the first player in Silo history to play on 2 undefeated teams. As he was a freshman when the Rebels went 34-0 to win the state championship in his freshman year, 2019. The 2020 season was canceled. Then the Rebels went 38-2 a year ago. 30-0, a perfect season this year. So now the Rebels actually 102-2. Actually, they were 4-1, and that's so they're actually 106-3 is the Rebels' record over the last 4 years in the spring campaign. 106-3 were the Rebels over the last 4 seasons in total. And the Rebels now being introduced as they come out to get their state championship medals. Colby Smith, Sean Weaver, Britton Salisbury. Casey Spalding. Connor Cisco. Darren Johnson comes out to get his medal. Here's Gabe Hernandez. Colton Parker. Along with Jared House for the Rebels. Jackson Beza comes out to receive his medal. Bryce Vandenberg. Jory Allen. Braden Hill. Kyler Proctor. As the Rebel starters being introduced now. Connor Cordell next up. Easton Ford, who had the two big doubles today. Delton Roberts. Here's Sawyer Reddick. Xander Marshall. Josh Trout. Carter Parker. Along with Charlie Gardner. As Mason Urbany, the senior, gets his medal. And here comes the championship trophy presentation as the Rebels take home the gold once again. 5th year in a row. So the Rebels are the state champions once again. As they finish off the perfect season. Second time in 4 years, 30-0 the final record. And Silo is the Class 2A state champions for the 5th consecutive time. 18 state championships in school history now, and the Rebels begin the quest for number 19. They will take a week off and then begin the quest for state championship number 19 next week and open up the summer campaign a week from Tuesday as they begin the quest for state championship number 19 a week from Tuesday. That's going to about do it from Ed Skelton Field here in Shawnee, where the Rebels extend their winning streak to 58 in a row in the spring with their 5th state title in a row. So for everybody here at Shawnee, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long until the fall campaign. The Rebels win again and are the 2A state champions.